Anybody is like a newbie, less than 10? Less than 10, okay, first one.
Yeah.
Did you come to an intro?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Less than 10.
Less than 10, okay, great. And Deb, yes, I remember you. Okay, awesome. So hopefully it's your name up on the board. Oh, see, you overestimate my eyes, Lana. You gotta use that big board, fill it up, claim your space. Okay, Carolyn left. We have our mats down. Let's see, we've got one more minute. Does anybody have any injuries or anything specific I should know about?
Physical therapy.
Okay. Got it. Okay, that's what it's all about, right? It's a practice, not perfection, so never do anything that doesn't feel right in your body. If you need a modification, please let me know. Welcome, come on in. We're going to pick 3 springs for our footwork. So if you don't have any knee or hip issues and you want to go for strength with the springs, you could do 2 reds and a green. One of each color is like middle of the road. If you need to go light, 2 reds and a blue. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead, Nancy? Okay, and then Nancy, you know your mat is over here, this, you get extra steps. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and lay down. Flow 1.0, I'm Karen. Welcome. All right, the next 50 minutes are for you. So we're gonna start with just focusing in on your body. Bring your heel pockets onto the foot bar. And then just take some nice deep Pilates breaths. So big inhale through your nose. Feel those ribs expand side to side, front to back. Big exhale, pull everything back into your center. Do that a few more times. Just feeling gravity, weight your body down, relaxing into the carriage. Think about relaxing through those shoulders. Now let's add some pelvic rocks to that. So you're gonna tuck your pelvis, which means your low back connects into the carriage. And then you're gonna roll your pelvis the other way so you have a little arch in your low back. You tuck, and then little arch. So just loosening up there in your low back. Yep, little tuck. Yeah, that's your arch, and then go the other way for your tuck. Yeah, so think about your pubic bone going towards your nose, low back goes down. Yes, good. All right, now settle that tailbone down, keep that natural curve. We call that neutral pelvis. Heel pockets on the foot bar, a fist distance apart. Next, inhale, you're gonna push your carriage out, pause there. Think about really flexing those feet, so slide your heels down a little bit more, Jennifer. Yeah, so you can really push into that foot bar. Think about your head reaching towards the mirror behind you. Then bend your knees and control that carriage all the way back in. Nice. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, pull it in. So now you're finding your rhythm, trying to have that carriage move as smoothly as possible. Connecting all those pieces together. Is Maureen still here? Maureen, we've got 2 open spots, so why don't you go here, and then if somebody comes, you may have to leave, but yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Number 12, thank you. All right, next time you're out, you're gonna stay out, come in halfway, little tiny pulses. So just moving that carriage 1 inch up, 1 inch back. Yes, perfect, Jennifer. Really small. Last one, go all the way out, pull all the way back in. All right, we change our foot position, so our heels go wide, all the way to the edges of the foot bar, and then you want to think about knees and toes at 10 and 2, so you're externally rotated. Push into those heels, carriage goes out, and then pull that carriage back in. So we inhale, lengthen those springs as we push out. Exhale, control those springs as you come in. Next time you're out, let's stay out. Those legs are as straight as you can get them without locking your knees, always checking on that. Come in halfway, and we'll do our little tiny pulses. Last two. Push all the way out and come all the way back in. Okay, last position, we're parallel, toes on. Back to that fist distance apart. We push all the way out. Push both your heels under that foot bar and hold for a stretch. Probably gonna go a little lower with your feet, a bit more of a stretch, yes. Again, double check that those knees aren't locked here. So if you need a little bend there, what we're going for is that stretch in the back of the legs. Then lift your heels up nice and high, and then go for another flex, pushing those heels under and lifting up. I like to really think about working through the whole bottom of my feet, so really make them alive here to start your practice. All right, now we're gonna go into a walking. So one knee bends, other heel pushes under, both heels lift up high to switch, and then we switch to the other side. Find that high heel position between each switch. Last one each side. Both heels up. Control that carriage all the way in. Okay, we're ready for our bridging. So headrest goes down, all the way flat like a pancake. Our feet go down onto the platform for our first bridge. Yep, down on the gray scratchy product that you still have, it's in mid position. All right, we're gonna hinge up, so our hips just go straight up for a bridge. But that carriage is nice and still, so check that it's all the way in at the stopper. Think about the front of your legs really pulling towards the foot bar. Yep, and lift those hips up a little bit higher. Yes, nice, beautiful. As our hips are up, so our arms push down. Nice, Pam, good morning. Okay, so this is our bridge position. We're really opening the front of the hips, stretching the front of the body, finding the work in the back of the legs. Lower your hips down. To spice it up, we bring heels up on the foot bar. Platform is always an option if you like that better. You hinge up. Good. Now, hold this bridge, and as your feet came up, don't let that carriage go out. So you gotta pull it all the way back in. Yes, keep it closed. That will feel like more work on your hamstrings perhaps. Yeah, can you lift those hips up a little bit higher? Yes. May I touch?
Yes.
Yes, so think about those knees reaching, hips go up even more. Yeah, keep those feet where they are. Yes, yes. Good. All right, we're gonna add some hip dips. So lower your hips a few inches and then lift back up. And pull that all the way in. Good, Pam. Nice, so we're trying to find a nice stable carriage underneath us as we're lifting and lowering these hips. Beautiful, Lana, pull it in, pull it in. Good. We need like a buzzer, so, or that would be torture. If every time, like operation, if you lose the connection, it would buzz on you, uh-oh. So you have to, the whole time, you never think about pushing out, it's that pull in. 2 more hip dips. And then lower those hips down, rock your legs side to side. So if you have any spine disc issues, you stay with that hinge. If spine is healthy, we're gonna go through some articulation. Our heels are on. We start with that pelvic tuck. So your low back touches into the carriage. Now you peel your spine up off the mat as we go up into the bridge. Yes, nice. Still feeling those shoulder blades down the whole time. Carriage still in. Now from the top of your bra line, start to roll down through your spine and we land back down on the mat. So roll back down, 1 vertebra at a time. Good, we do that again. We tuck our pelvis, peel it up. Find that nice bridge, and then roll back down. Okay, do that one more time. Have your arms just staying pushing onto the mat. The more you push down, the more help you'll get with stability as well. All right, and then we're staying up in our bridge. Let's do those little pulses again. Keeping that carriage still. Yep, go ahead and pull it in, pull it in. Yep. Nice, now stay up in your bridge. All right, nothing's going to move. You're going to shift your weight to your left foot, keeping everything as still as possible. You don't have to lift that right leg. It can just rest there like a feather on the foot bar, but all the weight is on that left leg. Now let's try the other side. Shift all your weight to your right foot, trying to keep everything as centered as possible. A little 1.5 prep here. Now bring both heels even weight, and then roll down through your spine. And return. Woo! Like that, Deb. Yes. All right, we're gonna do a little spine stretch. So bring your hands around to your pegs. Think about pulling those pegs wide. Anchor your shoulder blades. Drop your knees to the front of the studio. Turn and look to the back. All right, just take a nice deep breath into where you feel this stretch. Use your core to pull those legs through center and switch. So now our knees are to the flowers. Turn and look to the front. Knees come back to the center. Release your hands. Okay, let's roll to sit up. So we go to our side, sit up on the carriage. We're gonna make our way towards our springboard and put box, short box, just right on top of the mat. And do our knee hover plank here, just right by the springboard is good, so we go. Okay, so we're kneeling on the mat, forearms on the box. Your knees are right below your hips, legs are hip distance apart. All right, we bend those toes into the mat, find your knee hover. So Jennifer, walk your knees back just a little bit so they're under your hips more, and then bend your toes the other way, so you have a crease. There you go, yes. Finding that hover and holding here. Once you find your hover, you probably found your core. Nice job. So toes down, knees up. Yes, but just to a hover. See how Michelle just has the knees bent? So come forward more, Sophie. Yes, perfect. All right, rest those knees down gently like a feather, never dropping. Sit back for a quick child's pose stretch. So we're gonna add on to that knee hover. All right, we come back into that quadruped position, forearms down. We hover those knees up. Hold here. Now you're gonna lift your knees 2 inches up and then go back down to a hover. Deb, have your knees go forward a few inches so they're under your hips. Yes, good. Lifting and lowering. So that mat is there when you need a break, but trying to push and challenge yourself. Let's go for 5 more. And probably you want your toes the other way, bent. Yes, you got it. All right, you got to 5. Rest your knees down, sit back and stretch. Nice. Now we're going to come back to our forearms. Our legs go long into a plank. Beautiful. Yes. Nice, Nancy. All right, we're in that plank. Our shoulder blades are wide. Think about your spine puffing up to the ceiling behind you. Nice, Pam. Beautiful, Marie. All right, and we're just holding that plank here. Top of the head is really reaching to the springboard. And breathing through that. Good, holding that plank now. Again, you know where the mat is when you need it. If you need to come down for a knee plank, that's always an option for you. But if we're holding a plank and we want to add some spice, you're going to float your right leg up, just an inch up off the mat. And then do 3 leg pulls. So that leg goes up and down, up and down. Last time, lower down, switch to the other side. Left leg lifts. 3 little leg pulls. And then rest the toes down, rest the knees down, sit back for a nice stretch. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's come back up. We're gonna go back to our carriage and one red spring for supine arms, working our abdominals. Fans, yes. That's fine. Normally the fans is this symbol, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Yes.
One
Okay,
red.
one red, one red. One red is all you need, unless anybody has shoulder issues. Okay. Oh, gosh, why is that so crazy? Okay, so we're laying down, and our feet are on the foot bar, and you have a green on.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. You have a blue on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you said one red?
One red.
Oh.
One red will do. All right, find your pegs. Find those short loops. Arms go straight up to the ceiling, tension on the straps. Yeah, arms straight up and then pull forward so you have some tension. Now bring your legs into tabletop. Awesome. Okay, so holding here, get some tension on the straps there, Nancy, so pull. Good, just hold. You want to feel your low back connected to the carriage, so we're in that imprinted spine to keep your low back stayed. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, straight arms all the way down by your side. Nice, inhale, straight arms come all the way back up. Keep tension on the springs the whole time. Yes, so just don't come up quite as far, Jennifer, but you can go down all the way, yes. And then come up. Don't let your hands pass your shoulders. Perfect. Now, fingertips are long because we want to have nice, long extension all the way through the ends of your fingers, like you're trying to reach them across the room. Awesome. Okay, let's have our arms stay long by our side. Beautiful. Go into single leg stretch. So one leg goes long over the foot bar, other knee is bent, and then we switch. Arms down by your side. Beautiful, so we have tension on the springs. Nice. Nice. The lower that straight leg is, the more challenging for the low belly. Last one each side. Both legs back into tabletop. Arms come up. Feet rest down and relax. Okay, now if you were feeling too squishy into the shoulder block, shimmy down. So you have a little whisper of space there. Arms go straight back up to the ceiling. Tension on the straps, legs in tabletop. Now our carriage is still here. It does not move. Arms go out to a T position. Carriage is still, arms go back up, but you want a little tension on your straps, so pull. Yes, yeah, keep that tension, yes, beautiful. Nice, Noreen, good. So we're going for that stability of the carriage as arms go straight out and then come straight back up. This is like straight arm, wax on, wax off. That's what it just made me think of, Karate Kid. Yes, I'm gonna make you do this for 5 hours, cleaning the cars. Okay. We stay out in that T position. Now hands come to your hips and then back to your T. Now we're in our T press. Good. And have those palms face your hips the whole time. So think thumbs up to the ceiling and come straight in. Yes. Yes. So pinkies down to the floor, thumbs up. So don't let them go down like that. Keep them facing your hips as you pull in. Yes, perfect, front up. All right, last one, and then rest your feet down to relax. Nice, okay, are we feeling some work in our abdominals? Yes, yes, okay, we're gonna do some arm circles next. So we have arms straight up, legs in tabletop. Arms come down by your side, like you're high-fiving the carriage. Palms rotate to your hips, out to a T. Carriage is still, arms go up. Arms pull down, rotate, go out, and up. Good, and try to keep that tension. Remember that carriage doesn't move when we go from that T and up. Good. Are you okay with this spring tension? Just this feel too heavy? Yes, okay, you're very petite, so you come in and I will change that for you. There you go. Now you're on one glute, so try that. Yep, so get some tension first. Good. All right, last circle this direction, and then we're gonna switch directions. Now, as you're circling, so when we switch, we go out, yeah, pull in, and go up. Check in with that low back. Is it still imprinted on the carriage, or do you need to modify your legs? You can pull those knees into your chest. Is this spring better?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's all right. Have tension, go out, pull in, and up. Last one. Good, you got it, Jennifer. All right, we've circled the world now.
Yeah.
So yeah, woo! Nancy's like, get done with them. Okay, rest down, feet down, laying down, yes. Good, okay, so good. Bonus, I call that. Now, we're going to do one final move, a little 1.5 challenge here. So legs go, or arms go straight up, tension on the straps, legs in tabletop. Now, bring your arms down by your side. Okay. If you want more ab work, 1.5, you can extend your legs long towards over the foot bar and hold that 45, okay? But your low back has to stay connected. Beautiful. At any time that's too much, you just come back into tabletop. Now, our arms, we're doing cheerleader arms. So our left arm goes up as our right arm goes out to the side. Keep tension on both straps. Both arms pull in, and then we switch. Go team, yes. Pull back in, and go out. Pull in, yep. Yes, you got it, and then both pull in. You go, Nancy. Yes, good, nice. Yes, so pull in by your side each time. Pull down, yes, and then one goes up, one goes out. And then pull in, yeah. Doesn't this seem like cheerleaders? They always pull in and tight. All right, one more each side. And then rest your feet down. Nice job. Long loops, go back on your pegs. Let's do another spine stretch here. Hands to your pegs, drop your knees to the front of the studio, turn and look to the back. And then pull your legs through to the other side. Knees come back to the center, release. You're gonna roll to your side to sit up. Okay, we're going to find our box and then bring it long box on the carriage. The same spring we were on will do, and then we are going to do our upper body. So sit on your box, feet on the headrest. So I'm gonna start you on one blue, Jennifer. If that's too light, let me know. Okay. We're gonna start with chest expansion. So grab onto your straps, short loops. Straight arms, and then we just push our arms right past our hips. And then your hands just come forward to like the front of the box. And Pam, have your feet on that headrest there. Yeah, so you're more square. Good. Yes. All right, so we're just straight arms pushing back, and then straight arms coming forward. Squeaky. Are you squeaky? I was greasing some last night. No, you gotta tell me at the end, remember, number 12, squeaky. That means it loves you, Noreen,
Oh, okay.
when it squeaks for you. All right, next time our arms are back, we're gonna hold there. Fingertips are long, reaching down towards the floor. Carriage does not move. Arms sweep up into a V, and then pull back in by your sides. Arms come forward. Yeah, push back. Did you want to lighten the load, Deb? Was that feeling too heavy? Yeah, okay. So I can, here, let me go to a blue for you. Yes, yeah, for the shoulder, yes. So try short loops if that still feels, this is lighter spring now. And if you don't like that open out to the side, you could just stay with the forward and back. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, so do you notice how when those arms sweep up, more challenging, should feel like more tension to keep that carriage still. Nice, Pam. Last one. And then come forward. Okay, let's go into our bicep curl. So we're gonna find a bicep curl, 90-degree bend, and just hold it here. Now, look at your cute self in the mirror. See that your elbows are in front of your shoulders. Imagine those arms are resting on a table. Yeah, so trying to keep those elbows high, and then we extend from there. And then bicep curl. So our Pilates, nice, Jackie. Pilates bicep curl, we try to keep those biceps, those upper arms up. Yes, perfect. Good, Lana. But when you do that, if you notice that that bossy neck wants to get all cranky and crunchy, you can lower him down, all right? This just adds a little more challenge here. How are you liking this spring? Is this good?
Yeah, I think this is okay for now.
Okay, good. All right, last two. Then we're gonna hold that bicep curl. All right, elbows in front of shoulders. We lift our elbows up 2 inches and then come back down. So it's just a little saw, lifting and lowering. Nice, Michelle. Good, Sophie. Yes. Good, think about those ribs closing in front. Nice neutral spine. Good, Pam. Last one. And then relax down, carriage returns. Woo! Okay, shake it out. We're gonna go for another coordination challenge, since y'all did so great with cheerleader. Okay, so we're gonna do left arm bicep curl, right arm pushes back into chest expansion. Now trying to keep tension on both straps, both arms come forward and then we switch. Yes. Yes, you got it. I know. Both arms come forward and you switch. And when you're pushing back, that palm will face back. Yep, and then push that arm back. Perfect. Nice, Pratibha. Yes. So a little coordination, a little rhythm here. And then when you push back, push that palm back. So you rotate it. Yes. Yes. Good. Nice. This always feels like swimming to me. So find your graceful pose and have those straps. Yeah, so both arms come forward, Michelle. Let both arms come straight forward. Trying to keep that tension and then push back. Yeah, I know. That's okay. You can practice it. It's a practice. I'm gonna walk away as you practice. One more each side. This is a hard one to get. Nice, Sophie. Nice, Lana. Okay. We got it, maybe we'll keep working on that. Okay, so come all the way in, dock those straps. Let's sit facing front, facing our mandala, our yard games. Okay, we're gonna have our heels push into the box. We're just gonna go for a rotation here with no tension on the springs. So, genie arms, spine is nice and lifted, and then we rotate towards our foot bar, keeping our lower body still. Yep, and then just come back and face them all. Rotate towards the foot bar, and then come back. Yep, just towards your foot bar. Okay, awesome. Now, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna add rotation. So scoot your bum as close to the edge of your box towards the headrest. Then we put long loop on your elbow, like a purse strap, one closest to it. And then we find genie arms again. Do the exact same move, but we have tension. Lengthen your spine, rotate towards the foot bar. Now all of a sudden your arms want to pull. They told me that, but you're telling them, butt out. This is my obliques working and your arms just follow. Stack those arms right like this, Deb. Yes. Good. Nice, Jackie. Lower body staying still. Last one. And then come back, dock that strap. Okay, let's straddle our carriage facing the foot bar, like we're riding a horse. Feet are on both sides. Carefully reach behind. Let's grab our long loops, and then our elbows are bent by our side, palms facing up to the ceiling. Okay, and have the strap right on your palm there. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna extend our arms out, and then come back into this elbow bent position. Now, if long loops, when your arms are extended, feels too light, you can go to short loops for more tension. See, you're getting affirmation from your reformer, Deb. Good job. See, I think number 8 was our squeaky one, and it's all quiet today, isn't it? Then one is quiet, now the next one is squeaky. That's the way it goes in life. Okay, we stay out with our extended arms. We push, push, push through those straps. Grow taller through your spine. Drop your shoulders down. Palms face down. Open your arms out into like a half circle, and then lower down, elbows back by your side, palms up. We extend out. We face palms down, push out into a circle, come around, elbows in by your side. Nice, do 2 more like that. Push out and up, palms down, push through those straps and come back in. Last one. All right, good. Now, extend your arms straight up. Palms face each other, okay? You're going to go into your hug-a-tree pose. So have those fingertips touch. You have a nice circle here with your arms. Beautiful. Holding here, we open our arms out, and then we close our arms back in to hug that tree. Open out and close in. Now as you open and close, you're trying to keep those shoulder blades stable on your back. So don't let those straps pull you back. It's a gentle open and then close. Nice, Michelle. Last one. And then relax. All right, dock your straps. We're gonna turn and face our flowers. Go for our rotation. We'll practice without the springs first. So we find genie arms, lengthen that spine. Then we rotate towards the foot bar. Always think about lengthening before we add any movement to the spine, because we don't want that compression. We want lots of space. Those hips are still, and it's the work in your ribs. Sometimes I think of like a Barbie doll. The Barbie spins around. My evil brother would spin the body off, right? Okay, I won't go dark on you. Last time. Now you found the movement, let's add some spring tension. So bum is towards these straps. Long glute goes onto that elbow. We go back to genie arms. Long spine, space is in our spine, and then we twist towards the foot bar. Good, yes, but don't let those arms pull all in the ribs first. Yes, yes. Good, nice, Lana. Nice, Jackie. Good, you feeling this here on the side? Good. If you needed more tension, you could always go short loop. All right, let's do 2 more. Nice one. And then relax down. Awesome. Okay, we're going to dock that strap, step off, and we're going to do some mat work. So we're going to set our purple springs. So 4, if you're on the more petite side, go 3 for purple. Your mat is all the way up against the springboard. We're gonna start without the spring. Yep, so just keep it flat, but you can have it all the way up against the light. We're gonna start laying side facing the front of the studio. No springs for our side work. And your head is by the springboard. Okay, so lay that body down on the middle strip of the mat. Imagine there's a strip right down the middle. You can have your head resting on your folded arm or head resting in your hand. Our legs are long, reaching towards the chair. Your top leg lifts up, and then we lift and lower that top leg. Now, if you have a hard time staying stable in this position, you can bend that bottom leg. You got it, Deb, yep, and just lift and lower. So this top leg, heel is in line with your hip. Good. Now, if you've got this and you want to add a little more balance challenge, take that top hand and bring it to your hip. Yep, and you can just bring hand right to your hip. Yeah, good. All right, now you're going to flex that top leg. Imagine that you have a 100-pound sack of flour resting on that thigh. And then you're going to lift it up. It's really heavy, and then pull it down. Good, so adding lots of muscle engagement and control as we lift and lower. All right, your strong core is keeping you nice and balanced. All right, now we're gonna lift that leg up to hip height. It's gonna stay there. Point that toe, reach that leg towards the chair, and then draw circles with that leg. So it's circling in the hip. Yes, nice. Your hips are nice and still. Circle the other direction. Can you point that foot? Yes, reach, reach, reach. Good, and keep that foot still and just circle in the hip. All right, last one, and then relax down. Let's bend both legs. Feet are at the back of the mat, knees towards the front. We're gonna do our clams. So our feet stay together, our top knee goes up, and then we close that leg down. Yes, yes, good, perfect, Pam, yeah. Now, if you wanna add a little more challenge to this, you can think about your feet going up to 45 degrees, just levitating in the air behind you. Keep both feet lifted as you open and close your clam. But you can keep both feet down too. That's just a little extra spice. Awesome, last two. And then relax down. Okay, we transition to laying on our back. Call that supine. Knees are bent, feet flat on the mat. Arms down into the mat. Use your abs to pull your right leg up into tabletop. Good. Now, you're going to do heel taps. So that heel is going to come down to the mat and then come back up into tabletop. It's keeping that same shape of the leg the whole time. Good. Yep, so keep that knee bent. Knee bent. Yep. And then comes down and back up. So the only movement, we call this a hip hinge, and it's your thigh coming away, that knee doesn't move at all. Beautiful. All right, have that right leg down. Do the same thing with the left leg. So we do the hip hinge, lifting and lowering. Yes, but don't change that knee. Good. Okay, now you can add a slow march side to side. So you have one time the leg goes up, then it goes down, and you switch to the other side, marches up and down. Now you can have that heel touch down every time, or you can keep those heels off the mat, and those legs are just floating past each other. Yes, feeling lots of low belly here. Nice Sophie, nice Michelle. Nice, Nancy. Last two, and then relax down. Good job. Okay, let's roll onto our side facing back for our side leg work. So we found that long line of our body down the center of the mat. Then we lift and lower that top leg with lots of muscle engagement and intention. Yes, good, that's okay, just leave those springs. All right, you can bring that hand to the top hip for balance. If you need more stability, you bend that bottom leg. Now, keep going with this lift and lower. So every time we're in a side position, you also want to be thinking about your upper body. So imagine that your torso, your bottom waist, is lifting up off of the mat. We call that your mouse house. So we don't let gravity take over. We lift that bottom waist up. All right, let's keep that leg at hip height, nice Noreen. Point that toe, reach, 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 and then draw circles with your hip. Yes. Is it Linda?
Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah, the word was right.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Sorry.
See, that's right, I would say, Nicole. All right, drawing those circles, nice stable hips, circle the other direction. Yeah, oh, I love it. Love it. I don't know, it just feels good. You're working those muscles. Last one, and then relax down. Bend your knees, your feet come to the back of the mat, and we go for our clams. Those feet open and close. I love doing these moves while we're watching TV, and it drives my teenagers crazy. I don't know, it's just fun times. They go, stop exercising. Remember, those feet can be hovering up at 45 degrees behind you. Good, let's go for 2 more. And then relax down. Beautiful. We lay supine on our back. Now we find our purple springs. So you're going to go loops onto your arches. You'll probably want your head pretty close. So Nicole, scooch up a little bit, but you don't want to be shoved into that low bar. Okay, then when you get those feet in straps, have your legs go long to 45. Yeah, and Nancy, scoot your head a little closer there to begin. All right, so with our legs long, I want your arms to go into a goal post and your hands to find that low bar behind you. And you can have them nice and wide. Now do a gentle par, so come wider, Pam, with your hands. Yep, that's okay, just your block. Do a gentle pull on that bar, and now you feel a connection to your back, hopefully, okay? Yes. Now you're going to lift your legs up towards 90, but keep your tailbone down. And then you're gonna lower your legs as low as you can go without changing the shape of your spine. So we're trying to find that neutral spine here, where your tailbone is down and you have that natural curve in your low back. And then right away, you're gonna notice which leg is bossy and wants to take over because you're on these separate springs. So you're trying to keep those legs perfectly in sync. Keeping them hip distance apart is more challenging. If you need more support, you bring them together. All right, everybody bring your legs up, just bend your knees for a moment to take a break, okay? Anybody need a spring adjustment too heavy? Raise your hand. Okay, we're good. All right, so now we're gonna add some beats to that. So push your legs back out to 45. Let's go into external rotation. So our heels are together, toes apart. We're gonna do a gentle open close, just like 3 or 4 inches with your legs, like you have magnets between your heels. Little beats. Now you're gonna keep those little beats going as you lift and lower your legs. And your job is to try and control these crazy springs. Yeah, so keep them quiet, keep them in control, don't feel like they're whipping you around. And adding those beats, Lana, as you lower, yes, and as you lift, nice. Good job. All right, let's bend your legs into tabletop. Let's have your legs hip distance apart. Your right leg pushes out to 45. Hold here. That left leg extends up towards 90. Have tension on the spring, so you don't want it to be totally loose. Then both bend back into tabletop, and we switch. Left leg pushes out to 45. Right leg extends up, and then we bend back in. So you want tension on the springs the whole time. One leg pushes out, one leg pushes up. Yes. Good, and then come back in to tabletop. One pushes out, one pushes up. Yes, but try to stay here in your line. Don't let them drift out to the side. Good. Okay, so we're sticking with this. If you want to add on, you're going to add a little bicycle motion as that leg extends out, and you're going to bicycle, and it's more of a flow. Nice, Lana, with the legs, and you're bicycling. Good, yes, so really think about that inner thigh staying turned on so it keeps your legs to the center. Yeah. Okay, if you're bicycling, now you have to reverse your bicycle. nice, nice, nice. All right, we almost made it back home. Okay, and then bend both knees, beautiful. All right, take those straps off. We're gonna roll to your side, sit up on your mat. And as you're making your way up, you're gonna reset your spring. So we unclip from wherever we are and go back to number 6 for purple. And then we will bring our box, oh, our box is already there. So we're gonna come lay on our belly, on our box, facing our straps. So prone facing our straps, our one spring that we have on will be fine. Will be perfect, but keep it on here, part of it, yes. There you go. Okay, so we lay down on our belly, our legs are long over the foot bar. Have your chest come off the front of the box. Good, hands to the wood. Okay, now our belly button is pulled up and away from the box. Imagine there's like an ice cube underneath your belly button, okay? Then you're going to have your legs go long to the height of the box and they're reaching towards the center of the room. They're not resting down on the foot bar. Good. Have your right arm reach long towards the mirror. Left arm reaches long towards the mirror. Your gaze is still down at the floor. We're in your Superwoman pose. So you have your nice long neutral spine. Gaze is just down at the floor. Beautiful. So look down a little bit more, Sophie, so your head stays aligned with your spine. Beautiful. Perfect. All right. Holding here and breathing. Feel that pubic bone slightly tipping into the box for 3, 2, and 1. Rest your hands down. Bend your knees and rock your legs side to side. Now, if you have cranky low back or that this bothers your low back, you can always stay bent knee position. We're gonna add some straps now to it. So you're gonna take your loops off the pegs. Let's hold at the top of the loops where the fabric meets, like right below the circle fabric meets. And they wanna be outside the reformer. Okay, if your back is okay, your legs go long, you find that neutral spine. Our arms are straight. Straight arms sweep the sides of the reformer, sweep the sides of the box, hands come all the way up by your hips. Then arms sweep back down as we return, carriage returns home. Beautiful. Pulling back and coming forward. Nice. Yeah, so now you're still on that light spring here. Do you like this or do you want to do more? Light is good. Okay, so just go a little slower because you're on that light. So straight arms come up. Beautiful. Hold here. Straighten this wrist. Not, yeah. And then come down and straight forward. Good. Now, if you can't get your hands all the way up by your pockets, by your hips, you need to lighten the load. If it feels too easy, you can make the load heavier by going forward on the straps closer to the tape. And keep those arms straight the whole time. So think about reaching down. So don't let your elbows bend. Yeah, and then straight arms come down, bend down. Good. Okay, one more like this. Beautiful, Michelle. And then we rest your hands to your box or to the wood, rock your legs side to side. Okay, we're gonna go into our T-pole next, so you will want lighter spring. So you slide your hands down, lighten up a little bit from wherever you were. Okay, we go back into our neutral spine position, so our legs are long. We pull our arms right to the front of the box. All right, now hold your box still, lift your arms up into a T position. Your palms are facing the floor. Now you're going to pull your arms to your hips, T-pull, and then come back into that T position. As you pull into your hips, you can have your palms face your hips. As they come into the T, palms face down to the ground. Keep going, yeah, T-pull. So imagine your arms are like on a table, sweeping across the table, trying to stay up at the height of your hips. Yes, and then try to come in each time all the way, all the way, all the way. Yes, yes. Yeah, so you can slide your hands down there, because this one can be very challenging. All right, do 2 more. Nice, Sophie. And then after 2, you're gonna relax, bring those straps back onto the pegs, You're going to carefully dismount off your box, find your mat. All right, just turn hands to the box. We'll just do a little cat and cow, just rolling out through that spine. Lots of work there on the back body. Yep. Just do what your body craves. Okay, and then we're gonna stand up. Let's take our box, reset it, move it back home. We're gonna go for our ease lunge for our stretch. So we have our foot into the shoulder block. We're still on our one spring. We're standing up by the side of the carriage. The other foot is up by the foot plate. Yes, just like Pam here. And Noreen, perfect. Hands to the foot bar, push that carriage back, bend in the standing leg, and check that that knee is right over your heel. So Pradipati, bring your foot forward more, the standing leg, even more, a bit more of a stretch, yes. Good, and then come back in, rising tall. Nice, push back. So we're going for a stretch here in the front of the leg that's on the carriage. Yes. Good. Now, you can keep going out and in. This is ease lunge. If you want to bring one hand to your waist for more of a balance challenge, you can do that. If you're feeling rock steady, you can bring both hands to your waist. But if not, that's why the foot bar is there. So use it if you need it. If you still have a hand on the foot bar, maybe think about just loosening the grip. Not death grip, just need a touch. Last one. All right, then come all the way in. We step off the reformer. We rock around to face our foot bar. We get into a wide second position stance here facing our foot bar. Hands on the foot bar, and we're going for a deep squat. Now you're going as low as you can to where your body says, okay, that's enough. That's good. Trying to keep those heels down on the floor. Then push through those heels and rise all the way up. Nice job. Walk around to the other side. Do our ease lunge on this side. Foot pushes into the shoulder block, and we go out and in, finding that nice stretch. Adding those hands off for balance, if you choose. Last one, come all the way in. All right, take that foot off. Let's reset our springs, 2 reds and a blue. And then come to your mat for your final roll down. Finding your parallel stance, nice and tall. Heels under your hips. Nice big inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach wide, nod your chin to your chest, rolling down into your forward fold. Hang here, releasing any tension in your neck, shake it all out. Soften those knees, slowly roll back up, restacking your spine. Roll those shoulders back. All right, thank you so much, excellent job. My name is Karen. I will be back here next week. I hope to see you then. Let me know if you have any questions. Fabulous, first class. Jennifer, awesome job. Please wipe off everything that you touched. Last thing can be your names on the board. If you're looking for something to do, Club Pilates is at West Windsor Farmers Market today, so you can go see my husband Todd and my baby Noah, who's almost as tall as my husband. He's a beast. He's only 11 years old, and he has the largest feet in the house, size 10 men. I tell him, I go, you're like a big puppy dog. But he's such a sweetie. So West Windsor Farmers Market, it's over at Bond Lot. They have lots of great stuff.
Where's that?
Yeah, the train station.
I went there in an hour.
Yeah, because you're going on the train? Yeah. Well, pick up something. The crepe truck is normally there, or we love the empanada guy. So if you're not a, it goes to 1. Yes. All right, and yay, Noreen, you got in.
Yeah, I got it.
I love that, see? Good deeds are replenished. Debbie, how'd the shoulder feel? Yeah.
You did some of my physical therapy for me.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
I
back
know.
on, so it's gonna stretch.
Yeah,
And
totally.
I connected that I needed to keep because my first 2 classes.